This is News 4 San Antonio Today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
It's what we do. Good morning. Nonstop news starts right now. Only station in town, commercial free until the top of the hour.
We have you covered this morning. Jeannette has just showed us what's going on with the radar and Joy.
Joy's got the maps going. The red dots are, no, it doesn't look good at all, huh?
Well, you know, it's better than when we started, and
glass half full.
At least
there
on the east side, because if you remember, we had those eastbound lanes of I-10 completely shut down to start us off here because of a big 18-wheeler crash from overnight. That was at FM 1518. Now all those lanes are back open, but it's really just been taking a while for all of the congestion behind it to thin out. So we're still dealing with about a 15-minute delay there. We also have an issue here along Loop 1604, those eastbound lanes just east of 281 over near Redland Road. So that's another problem to watch out for. Back up behind that, stretching out towards 281. Photojournalist David Mendoza joins us now live from Sky 4. Good morning, David.
Hey, good morning. You know, I think it looks pretty good up here. I haven't seen too many issues from up above. It's actually been pretty smooth throughout the morning. Right now I'm over 35 and Highway 90. Looking at the congestion, it's not too bad. We're looking pretty good. Let's see what this guy's doing over here. Is that a police officer? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's Bear County. Maybe it's no, it's construction. My bad, everybody. Okay, so yeah, traffic's looking okay. I'll keep you updated and let you know what else I see. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. We'll continue to check in and bring you those live updates right here with your on-time traffic.
All right, guys, thank you. 6:41 right now. We've got some breaking news that we have been following all morning long. A man found shot dead outside of a gas station over on the city's west side.
News 4 San Antonio's Christina De Leon has been there on the scene for hours. She joins us live with the latest details. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning, Marissa. Good morning, everyone. I want to show you presumably family arriving on the scene, somebody who knew the victim here, talking to police at this hour, and just a sad situation, as you can imagine, for the folks who arrived here and are talking to family here. Now, what we do know, it was just before 3 o'clock this morning. Police arrived on the scene here off Old Highway 90 and Acme Road on the city's far west side of town. When they got here, they arrived for people hearing gunshots on the scene. They found the body of a man in his 30s on the sidewalk in front of the store near his vehicle with a gunshot wound to his head. He had died. His vehicle had several bullet holes in the windshield. Now, they're trying to figure out who's responsible in connection to the shooting. They went inside the store. They got some surveillance video. Talked to police just a short time ago. They say that surveillance video maybe not too great. They're going to try to get some information from it. They also talked to the clerk here just to try to get a little bit of information, and they're going to try to go next door to get some more surveillance video here. They're trying to get some more witnesses. Maybe these family or friends might help them to figure out who is responsible in connection with the shooting. They've already taken the body. They've towed the vehicle. You saw that in the last half hour. But they are still working to get more answers, and they're hoping to work some more leads this morning. When I talked to some folks here from the police to try to get some more answers as well. But they say, as always, if you have any information on who is responsible in connection with this latest murder, you are urged to call police. Right now, they don't have any suspects in custody. They don't know who is responsible for the death, and they don't know the circumstances behind this murder. So that's what they're trying to figure out right now. But for now, that is the latest. Reporting live here on the city's west side, I'm Christina De Leon. We will send it back to you.
All right, Christina, thanks. We'll update you out throughout the morning on News4SA.com. New this morning, an investigation underway into the fire on the north side. This was at a vacant apartment complex off Lee Hall and I-10 about 12:30. Firefighters say they had a hard time putting the fire out. The building was an add-on with parts of roofs overlapping itself. Good news here is that no one was hurt.
And right now, a major accident on the east side of Bear County. Bear County deputies say it involves two 18-wheelers and several vehicles. This happening on I-10 east near Trainer Hale Road. Right now, the eastbound lanes are shut down starting at FM 1518. Traffic is being diverted to the access road. We're still working to find out if anyone was hurt. We, of course, will stay up on top of this and bring you any updates.
In the Allen at the Live Desk this morning, we are learning the charges the man accused of starting one of the most destructive fires in California is now facing. A 29-year-old Florida man, Jonathan Rendernesh, was arrested and charged with arson. There he is there. Authorities accusing him of maliciously starting the deadly Palisades fire in LA that killed 12 people and destroyed nearly 7,000 homes and businesses. After months of investigating, authorities believe Rindernesh started the fire with a lighter on New Year's Eve. Police say it looks like Rindernesh tried to call 911 to possibly report that fire, but couldn't get through, likely because of cell signal. No motive mentioned at this time. That's the latest from the live desk.
Emma, thank you. This morning, the former teacher and coach at Holy Cross High School is out on bond. He's been charged with invasive visual recording. If convicted, he could face jail time of up to 2 years and a fine of up to $10,000. News 4 exclusively spoke with Armando Flores after bonding out.
That I know the truth. Again, you'll hear the truth when it comes out. But yeah. You can print. But what is the truth, though? You can print stories, headlines, and it doesn't mean it's true. So take that.
The 34-year-old allegedly recorded a volleyball coach undressing in his office using a camera disguised as a clock. The camera reportedly contained an SD card with images of the coach and photos of students. Flores claims the camera monitored students coming into his office and that it had no ability to record. The arrest affidavit says the discovery came after Flores confronted a student about moving the camera. Holy Cross released a statement saying they sympathize with those affected by the betrayal of trust. Our Taylor Whartonby had the details later in the show.
An update now on a story we brought you a year ago. A man accused of shooting his ex-wife and leaving her critically injured. That person has now been found guilty.
News 4 San Antonio's Tawny Davis joins us live in the Content Center. She spoke to the woman's mother about how her and her family are pushing forward. Good morning, Tawny.
Good morning. Erica Torres' ex-husband, Billy Delgado, was found guilty of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and was sentenced to 50 years in prison. Now Erica's mother, Edith Terraza, says this has brought relief not only for her daughter, but for her entire family. We first told you about Erica, where we learned Delgado shot at her 15 times during a custody exchange on June 1st of last year outside of her home in Laredo. 5 bullets hit her in the stomach, leaving her with critical injuries. Torres was eventually transferred to a hospital here in San Antonio, where she underwent several surgeries. Despite the success of the surgeries, Torres continued to live in constant pain, but her mother says she is resilient. Erica was finally released from the hospital in April and returned to her home in Laredo. When the trial finally began in July, Erica took the stand to face Delgado.
She wanted him to see that he didn't get to do what he wanted to do. He didn't end her life. He didn't destroy her life. He paused it, and he might have altered the way she was going to live, but she's not going to give up, and that she was still going to continue to be there for her daughters.
Delgado was found guilty after a 3-day trial. When Erica and her mom heard the verdict, Terraza says they felt a sense of relief. She says her daughter and granddaughters will be able to live their lives without having to look over their shoulders. They now look forward to their life together as a family.
They look forward on what the future has for them. And, they're not going to let this define them, and it's not going to let them hold them back.
Terraza tells me that Erica is getting the help she needs, both physically and mentally, but is grateful every day that she is still here with her family. Reporting live in the Content Center, I'm Tawny Davis. Back to you.
Tawny, thank you. An order from Governor Greg Abbott could impact San Antonio's Rainbow Crosswalk on North Main and Evergreen Street. On Wednesday, the governor ordered TxDOT to remove any and all crosswalks with political messaging from city streets. People in the Pride Cultural Heritage District says they're prepared to fight for the Rainbow Crosswalk.
If they take their hand down into this, it is absolutely an example of big government and a political stunt is all it is. And it's only going to, been there and done that. It's only going to hurt the future and younger generations is all it's going to do. It's just pushing people back into the closet.
District 1 Councilwoman Suk Kaur stated that since the city's Rainbow Crosswalk is on a city-owned street, the state likely lacks the authority to remove it directly, as was done in Florida. TxDOT says local jurisdictions have 30 days to comply. Happening today, Mayor Gina Ortiz Jones is holding a community town hall. She will be joined by Councilmember Mark White. to discuss the 2026-2027 budget, economic development, and community concerns. It's happening at the Northeast Service Center on Tool Yard near Wurzbach Parkway from 6 to 7:30 this evening. All San Antonio residents are welcome to attend, and Mayor Jones does not join us this morning because she is traveling.
Well, regular season just around the corner. Spurs going through the preseason right now. Hard to figure out what they are. They're missing a bunch of dudes right now. Obviously, their starting point guard, their rookie backup point guard, and the guy that won Rookie of the Year last year. So 3 good players. They have another good player, though, in Wemby. Spurs in Miami last night. Victor got it going, a little touch in the lane, and then Victor, pull-up jumper, rolls in. Adam Flagler, the kid from Baylor, has made quite the impression early on with the Spurs. He can hit some threes, he can play some defense, and he can run the lane. Both Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell played last night. Keldon found a bucket early and often. He had 19. Vassell had 12. Spurs had a 4-point lead at the half. They started to pull away early in the second half. Wemby doing Wemby things. That is, you can't defend that. That was crazy. Devin Vassell with some nice defense, and then Wemby's going to throw down a reverse alley-oop. Victor finished with 10 points, 5 assists, 2 blocks in just 22 minutes. Spurs win 112-107. They'll continue the preseason Friday. In fact, they're going to host Utah. Cool thing about this, you can watch that game on our station. News 4 San Antonio is broadcasting the Spurs game Friday night at 7 o'clock. And a reminder, the regular season starts October 22nd in Dallas.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeannette.
Listen, I don't watch basketball.
Yeah.
But Wemby taking that ball and then just doing it backward.
Doesn't have to jump.
He doesn't, yeah.
Not
it's always
much.
amazing to me.
And you're a fan just
Yeah.
by watching that. Yeah. You don't really
That's
have
a God-given talent, you know?
He's
It's amazing.
something, like everybody should have a chance to go watch him in person at
Yeah.
once, because
Yeah.
it is, I say this affectionately, it is a freak show. He is just simply amazing.
You don't have to love basketball, but hey, it's hard to not love one.
I love Wemby.
All right, let's talk weather. Some folks may be loving the weather a little this morning.
I'm
just
one of those
because
folks.
It's a little different this morning, not quite as sticky, as muggy, or as warm compared to the past couple of mornings. Tomorrow morning, though, you'll notice a bigger change. Hey, some parts of the area did see rain yesterday. One of those spots was western Bexar County along 1604, just south of Helotes. A couple of heavy downpours there, and that ended up dropping right around 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, or a little more. But our forecast did verify most of the rain fell farther west. Widely scattered showers there, some spots picking up over 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain. Also saw some showers down towards the south and east. And it's our southern and western counties once again where we could see a stray shower this afternoon. The rest of the area will be dry. Want to show you the water vapor imagery. So there is still some moisture in the upper levels across western and southern Texas, but notice that drier air mass that's starting to move into northeast Texas. That dry air mass will continue to move off towards the south, so we get a reinforcing shot of drier air that will arrive tonight. So tomorrow morning it's going to be less humid, and that will allow temperatures to drop even more. We're going to start off in the 60s tomorrow, closer to San Antonio. Bit of rain right now from Frio County to Zavala County. That's still coming down north of Pearsall near Batesville, including La Praya, right along Highway 57. Across the state, you can see it's dry in Dallas, Houston, including San Angelo, but along the tail end of that front, there is the rain in our viewing area. This afternoon, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds to the south and west and near Hondo, Pleasanton, including portions of McMullen County, LaSalle County, and farther west. Could see a stray shower. As that drier air mass settles farther to the south and west, we're looking at clear skies tomorrow morning, and it's going to be bright and sunny with a dry heat tomorrow in the afternoon. Dew points ahead, so low to mid 60s this morning, but dropping to the 50s tomorrow. In the tropics, we were watching a trough of low pressure in the Bay of Campeche the last couple of days, but no longer is this forecast to develop in southern coast of Mexico. Throughout the day today, times of sun and clouds, mostly sunny early and then a few more clouds through the afternoon. Forecast high temperature today in San Antonio, low 90s. Western zone, 10% rain chance. We're still looking at the potential of a decent cold front coming in between October 18th and the 21st.
that could bring us lows in the 50s. In the meantime, for the rest of the week, plenty of sunshine, low to mid 60s for morning lows here in San Antonio this weekend. Afternoon highs in the upper 80s near 90, but it's a dry heat. Here's the extended forecast for the other 3 zones. Temperatures in the hill country in the 80s, and here's the extended for the eastern zone.
Hi, live from the west side. This is an issue just popping up in the last minute or so. This is the northbound lanes of Loop 410 at Ray Ellison. A lot of first responders actually just arriving now as we speak. So we've got 2 cars involved here, each on either side of those northbound lanes. Traffic still allowed through at the moment. We'll see if that changes. But regardless, either way, we're going to see some significant delays there, already up to a 15-minute slowdown. Over on the north side, we've got a slowdown here as well, about 30-minute delay in the eastbound lanes of Loop 1604 because of some construction happening at Redland Road. Here's what the rest of San Antonio looks like. Let's check in one more time with photojournalist David Mendoza live from Sky 4.
Hey, well, Joy, you know, kind of a downer. I was going to say, hey, traffic's on time. Right now I'm between 410 eastbound and Bandera Road and I-10. Looking at the traffic over here. Everything's cool on the north side. We're looking good over here. I'm going to go head down to that accident. Drive safe, everybody. Have a great day. Back to you.
All right, thanks, David. That's the latest.
In the Allen at the Live Desk, the announcement just coming in for the winner of the 2025 Nobel Prize in Literature. A Hungarian novelist, Laszlo Krasznahorkai, is this year's winner. He's known for his dark and difficult novels that aim to examine reality to the point of madness. The Nobel Prize was announced at a ceremony in Sweden, and the 2025 Nobel Prize winner will be announced tomorrow. That's the latest from the Live Desk.
All right, Emma, thank you. Trending right now, sigh of relief as country music legend Dolly Parton has told the world, in typical Dolly, the way she says it, she ain't dead yet. She's alive and well. Folks were worried after her sister went on social media asking for prayers for Dolly, but this was Dolly yesterday.
There's just a lot of rumors flying around, but I figured if you heard it from me, you'd know that I was okay. So anyhow, that's what I wanted to say, and I'm not ready to die yet.
So her sister clarified the comments, said she didn't mean to scare anyone, just that Dolly had been under the weather and she was hoping for prayers. Dolly said she's got a lot of living to do, thank goodness, so she's fine.
I saw the rest of her ex post, and she was saying that her work's not done yet.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
That's why.
Yeah, no,
thank
she's
God.
good.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.